All right, though.
Okay. There we go. All right, we in that thing. All right, live and in effect.
Yeah.
To the hard way, going down with myself, Cap 10K, the Goggle Bar, and Officer Aban Azar, Big 500. You know what I'm talking about?
Let's do it.
Hebrew Academy graduate.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Real quick, brother, gonna go over a couple of scriptures, man, to get our people to understand.
Oh,
Right?
yeah.
This truth, the brotherhood, you know, and the changes that have to be made out there in the world. You know, what did Michael Jackson say? We're gonna make a change for once in my life, right? And that change is gonna start with you. Even though Michael Jackson ain't changed, you know what I
Right.
mean? He died with that same bullshit. I didn't do these things. The same shit on Kelly was doing. I, they said I did this. I didn't do this. But we actually have changed in the ISUPK, and that's what it takes.
Hell yeah,
All right.
Cap.
In the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge under Command Engineer YAHANNA, it requires change, man. The Lord wants your obedience. All right.
That's right.
And He gonna get it up out of here. Okay, go. You ready up?
Common, sir.
All right, go ahead.
All right. And like the title says, man, the topic is that the OGs in the barrios, ghettos, and reservations, they have to change to teach the YNs. You know, of course, um late 80s, the mid 70s, late 80s, all through the 80s, the early 90s, in the 2000s, you know what I'm saying? We were forced due to the conditions in our neighborhoods to mount up, man. You know what I'm saying? We had to mount up and fight our oppressors, you know what I'm saying? Late 70s, early 80s, these different factions of oppressors, they would come into our neighborhoods and apply pressure. You know what I'm saying? They would come into our neighborhoods, man, and they would have a picnic, pick a naker. You know what I'm saying? And they would drag someone, man. They would literally drag you behind their truck. You know what I'm saying? Through the hillsides, countryside, suburbs, wherever they wanted to do with a naker, they would beat you down. You know what I'm saying? Certain part of town, like right here in St. Lucifer, Missouri, you couldn't pass Chippewa Street. You know what I'm saying? If you went past Chippewa Street on the south side of St. Louis, it was a bad day for you. You know what I'm saying? You was getting a modern day lynching. You know what I'm saying? That's what would happen. You know what I'm saying? You couldn't walk through their alleys, let alone down the damn sidewalk. But
And real quick, it's still a lot of cities that our people are scared to go in because of the extreme racism that they experience from the police and the regulars and the civilians. You know what I mean? The civilian white people when they go in these neighborhoods. I talk to so many of our people in the world, they be like, "Oh man, I don't go out that way in county, man. The count, like man, like, you know what I mean?
right,
Like the oppression is real. You know, the oppression is real. Here you are, you legit. Ain't nothing wrong with you. So called free, but then you still scared. You terrified of these people. You know, and that's crazy. But go ahead, finish up, huh?
common, sir. And like what I was getting at is like a lot of gangs were formed to protect their own. You know what I'm saying? From our oppressors. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't control nothing. You know what I'm saying? The biggest gang uh and the deadliest gangs were from our oppressors, you know. But just like in California, you had the Crips, you know what I'm saying? That stood for Community Revolution and Progress. Then in Chicago, you had the Gangster Disciples. growth and development. You know what I'm saying? All these things were something that stood for something, but through oppression, through systematic uh uh debauchery and all types of things that changed what was good for our people into something bad. You know what I'm saying? And it was systematic. But now we have to fix what was taught to us by our oppressor. You know what I'm saying? It came, the Crips and the GDs and the Bloods and the Vice Lords, all those things were good things. You know what I'm saying? Just like the Black Panthers, they made that into a bad thing. That's another example. You know what I'm saying? The Black Panthers are the reason for schools having food programs in them. You know, because our people, how can you learn and you're hungry? You know what I'm saying? How can your brain process the information it's getting and it's starved of nutrients and vitamins and stuff like that? You know what I'm saying? We already in the ghetto. We already poor. We already eating government cheese and pork in a damn can. You know what I'm saying? That so our people decided to right the wrong. But now the righting the wrong has to continue. You know what I'm saying? Even though we have been victims of this system. You know what I'm saying? The OGs have to change to teach the YNs real fast. I want to send a shout out to the brother. I ain't gonna say his real name. I'm gonna say his street name, Whiteside. You know what I'm saying? Send a shout out to Whiteside for having a hell of an interview he did on the brothers platform this week. You know, that guy name rings bells, man. It rings a lot of bells throughout St. Louis. You know what I'm saying? Some of it notorious, but I can see the growth and development that this brother has been blessed to dish back out. You know what I'm saying? I can see the community revolution in progress coming out of this brother. You know what I'm saying? All he need now is to drop that Kemet and get with the ISUPK. You know what I'm saying? He dropped that Kemet and he get in the Israelite school and universal practical knowledge, man. Guess what, man? That brother will be a powerful brother, man, because he has brotherhood in him. He has a lot of brotherhood in him, even if it was just for a certain faction of brothers that he ran with. But I see that it has progressed into something more. You know what I'm saying? It's just not about his brother. He actually, I see he loves his people. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to emulate things that he's learned since he's been in prison about his people, about what's going on with the oppressor and how the oppressors putting his foot on our damn neck, man, all the way since back when he first joined the gang. You know what I'm saying? When he first joined the damn gang, he knew that it was something better. And he portrayed it into his gang life. You know what I'm saying? And he was by the grace of the Most High able to make it to this day. You know what I'm saying? He is not 6 feet deep. He is not in the damn grave. You know what I'm saying? And he had a following, you know what I'm saying? He had people who looked up to him, just like other guys that are in gangs. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of guys that are former gang leaders, you know what I'm saying? Drug dealers and kingpins and all that who decided to change, to become a new creature, a new person inside of the ISUPK, man. You know what I'm saying? I pray that brother get in the truth. I hope that I can have speaking with this brother one day. You know what I'm saying? And let him know that he can continue to inspire. You know what I'm saying? He can inspire, you know what I'm saying? But the ISUPK is the way. No, he can continue to talk to his brothers and tell them that being in a gang and all that and putting in work, that You know, if you become a person that make it to a certain level in the game, you have a responsibility. You know, you did what you did. Of course, you know you did that, and they looking at you like, well, while you telling them something new and something good, they looking at you upside your head like, well, Negro, y'all had the gang warring this year, and y'all had the gang warring that year, and you was calling the shots. But guess what? You're gonna have to look them same brothers in the eye and be an example. You have to be an example to them. You know what I'm saying? I was in my neighborhood this week, and one of the little homeboys, he got beat up by someone from a different neighborhood that joined with my old neighborhood. And I was right there listening to it. And I had to tell them brothers, I'm like, look, man, because the brothers was like, war, 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 war. He take medication, ain't know not to jump on him. I'm like, well, look, you know what I'm saying? It don't have to go to war. You know what I'm saying? If anything, if y'all feel that something needs to happen, this was my solution. I'm like, well, if y'all of course they not talking about disowning the game. They not talking about that. They too into it. So I'm telling them I'm like, look, if anything, the brother who knows that this guy takes his medication, he on meds, and he shouldn't be knotting them up like that. You know what I'm saying? If anything, it'd be a fade. You know what I'm saying? A fade is a fade. You know what I'm saying? Things don't have to go to war. You know what I'm saying? Go to them brothers and let them brothers know like he knew that he wasn't supposed to be knotting bro up like that. You know what I'm saying? He's out of his mind. You know what I'm saying? He takes mental medication. You know what I'm saying? And the point they was making, like, well, they know he do that and this, that, and the third. But I'm like, look, bro, it don't have to go to war because it's gonna be ugly. You know what I'm saying? Don't let it go to war. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'm trying to mediate just a little bit. Like, don't take it there. You know what I'm saying? If anything, let it be a fade. You know what I'm saying? If someone who's not on medication can fade the brother who transgressed that brother, and it don't go to a damn war. You know what I'm saying? And Lord willing, they listen to me. But like I said, when I still go to my neighborhood and I do things like that. You know what I'm saying? Like when I go to the hood day or whatever, what they call these hood days or whatever, I show up, and I don't show up with blue on. I don't show up with blue rags and all that on. I have my UPK attire on. You know what I'm saying? And I don't take my light from them. You know what I'm saying? I let them know that, you know what I'm saying? I come with it, and I don't hold back. They already know. You know what I'm saying? When I come, like for real, bro, he changed his life. You know what I'm saying? They don't try to pass me blunts. You know what I'm saying? They don't try to sell me nothing. You know, it be cool. You know what I'm saying? Because they know that I'm someone who then surpassed. You know what I'm saying? I'm someone that's coming with thoughts and conversation of change. You know what I'm saying? That's what OGs have to do. You can't just stay in the game and thinking, because you know it was wrong when you joined it. Right or wrong. You know what I'm saying? You knew it was wrong when you joined the gang, but pressure bust pipes, things, like I said, poverty, money, things like that. Your parents probably on drugs. Your aunts and uncles probably was stealing everything out the house. You ain't had nothing. You know what I'm saying? So you end up joining a gang, but it's like you got to get your mind right, man. Get your mind right. And the only way you're going to do that is you get into these scriptures, man. You follow the laws, statutes, and commandments, man. Get your mind right. Change your mind, man. Change the conditions of the neighborhood where you come from, man. You know what I'm saying? Like years ago when I first got into truth, man, when I first got into truth, we had Hood Day. You know what I was doing on Hood Day? I was standing, Salaki. I was standing on the corner of West Bell and Sarah while they was in the park deep passing out flyers in the middle of the damn street. Do you hear me? That's where I was at on Sarah Street in the middle of West Bell and Sarah. You know what I'm saying? They in the park. They looking at me like I'm crazy. Yeah, I ain't crazy. I know what I'm doing. I had to show them. You know what I'm saying? And I got a lot of brothers at that time when it was like the first month I got into school. I was a class. I was just a classmate, and I showed them what it was. You know what I'm saying? And I've been doing it ever since. That's since 2000. That was 2000. I got him in the school 16 in the 16, so it had to be in 2017 November. November 2017. That's when I did that. And been going strong ever since, man. You know, but like I said, shout out to the brother Whiteside, man. He had a hell of a interview where he came out with some heavy stuff for a brother that's in the world. You know what I'm saying? You could tell that while he was incarcerated and before he was even incarcerated, that it's a strong brother, man. He's a strong brother, man. And like I said, it's more brothers like that I seen on that platform that did their gang interview or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You got Fats from Bud, you got the other brother from Adelaide, you got a couple of brothers from Ken Lock that went on that platform, Berkeley, the brother from off Shaw, and on the other side of McCree over there. It's a few brothers, you know what I'm saying, that really changed, but they ain't not have the full knowledge of the Most High. You know what I'm saying? If they get in this truth, man, you know what I'm saying, and incorporate what uh the Most High set up for us and how to deal with the YNs and the people that fall under them, man, the barrios, ghettos, and reservation will be a totally different place, man. These warriors that are stuck in these ruts, man, stuck in these situations where they think that they still have to push, slide, ride, all that. They ain't got to do that. You know, in the ISUPK, the scriptures tell us that our weapons of warfare are not carnal. You know what I'm saying? That we can make a difference the right way, the righteous way. You know what I'm saying? Which is getting in this truth, man. Get in the damn truth and stop being a gateway to issuing out the problems and being a gateway into solving the problems, man. You know, like I said, me myself, I contributed to a lot of the BS in the 90s, early 90s, all the way up into the mid 2000s, man. Like for real. I was blessed by the Most High to make it through all that. You know what I'm saying? I could have been a victim of bro. You know what I'm saying? And a whole lot of other brothers. You know what I'm saying? But I was able to make it through. You know what I'm saying? The Most High had a better plan for me, and it's up to me to follow it out. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, shout out to brother Whiteside, man. I want to get a scripture, Ecclesiasticus 6 and 34.
Okay.
We're going down to 36. Starting at 34 though.
We got
Baba
6
Kashar.
and 34.
Kind, sir.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 6, verse 34. Stand in the multitude of the elders.
In the what?
Of the elders.
The elders, man. The OGs, man. The wise men. You know what I'm saying? The men that have been through it, man. And see you going through it. And want to guide you the right way, man. Keep going.
And cleave unto him that is wise.
Cleave unto him that is wise, man. You want to know what the wise men are? They're in the ISUPK since 1969, man. You see us everywhere, man. You see us getting the boot kiss. You seeing us winning all the debates. You seeing us in your park having Hebrew Academy, raising the damn dead, man, out of the dust of the damn ground. You see it. Keep going, Cap. The water.
Be willing to hear every godly discourse, and let not the parables of understanding escape thee.
Don't let these words escape you, man. You heard it right damn now. You know me. You from St. Louis, you know me. You know my family. You know what it is. And you done seen me all these damn years since 2016. Not changed. Not selling a crumb of crack. Not smoking a whiff of weed. You know it. It's a wrap. You know, some of you still on drugs and you remember my phone number. 703 what? You know what else. I ain't gotta say the rest. But guess what? That's over with, man. You know what I'm saying? There's no glory in being a drug dealer, which equates in the Bible to a damn witch. Because you whipping up something in the damn pot. You stirring up something made of damn making a chemical imbalance that when you smoke it, it alters your damn train of thought and your mind state. In the way you eat, the way you think, the way you sleep. You know what I'm saying? It's terrible, man. But we gotta wear out the feet of the doorstep of the wise men, man. That's the ISUPK. You know, and when you get in this thing, if Lord willing, you make it and into the truth, you become a classmate, a trooper, get your Hebrew name, become an officer, man. Never drop your damn sword, man. Never do it. Keep it, no matter what, man. No matter what you think you deserve, no matter what you think you earn, no matter what you think you don't like, whatever, you ain't got a counsel, or if you feel like you ain't got a counsel fast enough or any of them type of things, man, look here. Life is short, man, and you need to live it righteously. That's what you need to focus on, man. Wear the feet of the doorstep of the wise men who don't do that anymore, who not gang banging anymore, who's not rocking the flag in the left or the damn right pocket, blue and red, burgundy, gold, and damn black. Don't do that no more, man. Become wise, man. Raise up the men in your community. Why you can't do that? You raise hell in your community. You raise absolutely hell in your community as a gang leader, as a gang member, as a pusher, as a stepper. You did that. So now it's your time to raise up the children of the people you helped destroy. You probably even unalive. You gotta right some wrongs, man. You gotta do it to the best of your ability. If not in the ISUPK, Do it to the best of your damn ability, man. Like I said, man, shout out to the brother Whiteside, man. He the one that gave me the notion to have this topic, man. Brother wasn't no joke. Trust me. He wasn't no joke. But you could tell, you know what I'm saying, that conscious, you know what I'm saying, once you done did so much, you can let your conscience take you one route, or you can let your guilty conscience take you another route. You know what I'm saying? Like, either you're gonna try to right wrongs and steer brothers right, or you just gonna become an all-out monster, man. You're gonna be a monster, and you're not going to stop. You deserve to be in ADX somewhere. You deserve to be in Seacock prison in El Salvador with no damn with no damn visits, with no the same food every day, no taste to it, no blanket, no pillow, no sheet, just a steel bunk, 80 men on one bed. You deserve that, man. You deserve the Most High putting you to death, man. If you can't come to a moral compass in your brain, man. You know what I'm saying? You done let the demons take all the way over. Because like I said, when you first joined the game, you knew what you were doing was wrong. You knew it wasn't right. With peer pressure burst pipes. That's why you joined the game. That's why you decided to let 4, 5, 6 people beat you up in the initiation. You ain't want to get beat up. Some brothers, I ain't gonna lie, some brothers were such fighters that they knew they can beat the people up in the initiation. They knew they couldn't get beat. You know what I'm saying? I witnessed one of those, only one in my life as a game member, where the guy knew that when he got initiated and beat up, that he was not going to lose the initiation. He actually won the initiation. You know what I'm saying? He knocked them out and broke their jaws and knocked their teeth out. He's that much of a fighter. But guess what? He was 16 when he joined our gang, and he was 16 when he got unalive. See what I'm saying? And that's a sad case right there. But yeah. Rest in peace to Robert Ivory, man. And like I said, this thing here, man, it's like you have to be known in the gates. You know what I'm saying? Being known in the gates is when, like I said, you learn from the people above that came before you. You know what I'm saying? The people that went through it before you, the people who can help you through these situations, man. You know what I'm saying? And that gang thing, that's a hell of a situation. You know what I'm saying? And to come up from under that and survive something like that, especially multiple years of wars. You know what I'm saying? You'll get a war, it'll die down, then it'll pop back out. You know what I'm saying? You going through stuff like that, you know what I'm saying, and you done survive that, man. Hey, you gotta let these brothers know, you know what I'm saying? Like the situation I was just saying this week, I had to tell them, brother, like, man, that's not a situation for war. You know what I'm saying? If anything, if somebody got to fight, let it be a fight. You guys ain't never been at war. Y'all ain't never had a war. So why do it because somebody got beat up? You know what I'm saying? Keep it on that level if it got to stay on that level. You know what I'm saying? Don't take it all the way there, man. Don't. And they looking at me and they young. I'm seeing them looking at me and they listening to me. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, I'm fresh out. I'm just left work. And I'm like, bro, nah, bro. That ain't no situation like that, bro. You know what I'm saying? If anything, let it stay fisticuffs. You know what I'm saying? That's a fisticuff situation, man. Don't do that, man. You know what I'm saying? Because it's gonna get ugly. Because both factions ain't no joke. No, they not. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, you know, I just seen y'all a month ago having the same hood day. Y'all having y'all hood day on the same day. And y'all was just fine. So don't let somebody getting lumped up turn into a full scale war. Nah, don't do that, bro. Go to them brothers and be like, well, we gonna explain this situation. You know what I'm saying? You know, don't do that, bro. That's not a war thing, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't let that turn into no war because that's unnecessary. But yeah, man. Be known in the gates, man. Meaning being known in amongst the men who are above you, who are better than you, man. The men that are setting positive examples. Be known amongst them men, man, so they can teach you what they know, so you can pass it down. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna pass down that wisdom, that knowledge, that understanding. You're gonna pass it down. You know, don't think that for a moment you can join the game and you're not supposed to have your mind in a state to where it changes. Don't think that, man. Don't think that for a minute. Don't think that you can stay something that the Most High despises. Most High despises gang leaders and gang members and drug dealers and pushers and sliders and steppers. He despises it, man. He said you just might meet a violent end, man. A violent end, man. It'll happen. Don't think that it won't happen to you, man. Don't think it won't, cause it can. You know, and St. Louis is the perfect place for it to happen. You already know. It's the unaliving capital of the damn nation, man. It'll happen to you here in St. Louis, man. You know, and it's only for to get worse, man. Because we got a thing going around here in St. Louis where snitches don't get stitches no more. You can snitch and still thrive and survive in St. Louis. It didn't used to be like that in the early 2000s. Early 2000, you would be in a fire pit somewhere. You'd be in someone's dumpster on fire if you told on somebody. It's not like that anymore. Who did that? It started with what's that guy in New York? What's the guy with the rainbow hair? 6ix9ine. It started with 6ix9ine. Tekashi 6ix9ine. And now it didn't trickle down throughout the ghettos, barrios, and reservations. If you tell the powers that be won't take all your money, they leave you with a little money now. They used to take everything when they caught you. But now it's not like that. They're gonna leave you a little something so you can get back out there and work for them. Because they know the people in the ghetto, they ain't got nothing. So if you got something, even though you told, you can come back to the ghetto and you'll still have followers. You'll still have cronies. You'll still have flunkies. And you will still work for the people who just for free to give you all day in prison. That's what's going on in the ghettos, barrios, and reservations. That's who has the bag now. The people who has the bag and all the drugs in the community are working for the oppressor. They are snitches. They are the rats. That's who you comping from. So when you go comp your package, when you go get that illegal weapon, you document it. They done told what you got. They know what you got. And when it's time for them to want to come swoop you up and lock you up, they already know what you got. They ain't already been watching you. Your phone's already tapped. You ain't getting away with nothing. They want to do a RICO, they know you part of the gang. They know it. You know? That's why I can go in my neighborhood and talk to brothers and be around brothers, but they can't put me. They ain't gonna be able to put me in no RICO because I'm in ISUPK. I don't sell drugs. They can't use Smart City. Smart City is a system that it controls your everyday movement. They got them in certain cities. It's called Smart City. They control your everyday movement from when you leave your home. Your telephone tap, facial recognition cameras, body movement cameras, traffic flow. What's the other thing? Shot spotter. They know everything you doing via computer program when you leave your home. They know how many sales you done made a year. They know which drug dealers going from this drug guys going from this drug dealer to this drug dealer around the whole damn city. It's computer generated. They know what you doing. They letting you sell the drugs. They letting you be a gang leader and a gang banger. They know when you letting off a shot. The game is over. Let me repeat it. The game is over. If you think you can still come out every day and commit crimes and be a gang member and a gang banger and gang banging and think they don't know what you are doing, you're a fool. The shot thing, you let off a shot, it traces the from where the shot went off to the person who shot it. It takes it computer generates a line straight to where you at. That's what ShotSpotter does. It just don't say the shot came from her. No. It makes a computer generated map that draws a line from the person who let off the shot to where it ends up at. So if you shoot somebody and run home, they can come straight to your door. In certain parts, it's in certain parts of the city. But the smart city thing, that's citywide. You know, and there's nothing profitable out of not changing and teaching the YNs, man. We gotta teach them. We gotta teach them if the consequences of jumping, we call it jumping off the porch. There are consequences of jumping off the porch, man. You jump off that porch. I know a lot of brothers who jumped off the porch and they ain't never had sexual intercourse with a woman. And they in prison right now with life. My first time going to prison, it was a brother in there. He was a cool brother. He never been with a woman because he was too young when he called his case. Let that sink in your mind, man. You don't want to be there. You don't want your children to be like that, man. That man whole mindset, his thought process is in the dust, man. He never been with a woman. But like I said, man, the OGs have to change to teach the young the YNs, man. Don't let the YNs just be YNs. The OGs got to turn the YNs to SNs. S meaning smart. You know what I'm saying? You gotta give them something smart instead of being stuck on the dumb stuff, man. The things that sent you to prison, the things that kept you away from your children, and losing your wife to some knucklehead while you in prison. That's what we gotta do, man. And we can do it. We can damn do it, man. Shout out the white side, man. You know, and that's a blessing for a brother like that to return to the streets, man, and tell the brothers, like he said, you walking up and down the street with a rifle and a mask on, like somebody won't do it to you. Somebody mowing their grass, a citizen, will take your butt out, man. Cause he don't know what you up to. You know what I'm saying? You a menace. You doing stuff that was unthought of. When the real OGs was out here putting it down and doing what they was doing, you playing with that thing, man. You not doing nothing, man. You making it hard for the average black person, Hispanic person, Native Indian person who just trying to go to school or go to work or do right. You walking around with a Pooh Shiesty mask on and a Draco down the street, pants sagging. You got your little sister socks on and a purse on. You got to be kidding me. I know that man's white side up and he seen that, man. This brother here, he was out here like that, man. And he came home and seen that, man. Oh man, that ain't what he did it for. That ain't what the OG Fats and a bunch of other OGs did what they did for. But this what it didn't turn to. Because our oppressor, he is a crafty damn devil, man. That's exactly what he is, man. And he definitely used what we consider being hard, being gangster, being 10 toes, and turned it into LGBTQ. He didn't turn it into weak cowardness. Instead of incarcerating, free casing, and doing the things he did to us, he's giving them marijuana. They can run around with 3 ounces of marijuana without getting locked up. But if you had a dime bag, you was going to jail. Gangster, OG. They not free casing no more. But if you walk down the street in 91, 92, 93, 94, you was getting a weekend special. And you know what the weekend special was? Black on Friday, get out on Monday. And for what? Just being outside. If you was a certain age group, they would give you a street demonstration charge, which is a prostitution charge. But the city ordinances, they changed a prostitution charge into a charge to just say you was outside looking like you doing something. Street demonstrating. That's a prostitution charge. But they was giving it to gang members. You was getting locked up just for being caught outside by the police. But these guys here, these YNs, they walking down the street with a purse, A Pooh Shiesty mask and a Glock switch on the Glock. And the police not even pulling them over. They not jumping. We used to have the jump out boys. Ain't no more jump out boys. Jump out boys is over with. They not jumping out. They call it stop and frisk in upstate New York, up in there. But in St. Louis, it's called the jump out boys. And the jump out boys first, when they first hit the scene, they were not ordinary police. They were federal. You know what I'm saying? The regular police was riding around in what's them little cars? Celebrities. Celebrities. They used to be in the celebrities and the Chevy, box Chevy cars. But when the jump out boys came, they were in Crown Vics. Unmarked. They was in unmarked Crown Vics and Tauruses. And they will pull up and jump clean out on you. And this is what they would tell you. If you run, I'm going to shoot you and put a gun on you. That's what the jump out boys used to say. And they was not playing. They ain't finna chase you. They gonna shoot you. In your back. In your leg. And when you fall, they gonna put a gun on you and arrest you. Them the jump out boys. But like I said, man, I'm probably gonna do a part 2 of this one, either in my brotherhood class or it's probably gonna be in my brotherhood class next Tuesday, or part 2 on this. But like the title says, man, the OGs have to change to teach the YNs, man. And I've been pushing hardcore on this gang thing when I teach, because I see that, you know what I'm saying, the St. Louis gang culture has a lot of California ties. You know what I'm saying? It really does here in St. Louis. You know what I'm saying? Just like Kansas City. You know what I'm saying? Kansas City and St. Louis, we have a lot of California ties when it comes to our gang culture. And it's too much of a noose around our neck, and we hanging our damn selves, man. And with that, I'm gonna end the class. Shalom, Israel.
Shalom, Israel.